It's a good day to have a good day. Hello, everybody. My name's Cece Ray. Thanks for joining me here at Break the Dish, where we break the news and dish out the tea. How was your holiday? Did you eat lots of turkey? Gobble, gobble. Mine was good. You know, I always cook everything. So I got through that. That's always a huge undertaking. But I am at my happiest when I have all my kids under the same roof, all together, and all they do is laugh, and that laughter is like music to my ears. Seriously. So what about you guys? Back to the grind? Now we are in the holiday season. Woohoo! You know, Santa's coming to town, right? And I'm telling you, I haven't bought that much. I mean, I've bought a few things, but I probably need to jump on it because I might get behind. And that's what I hate. That's when I start stressing, is when I fall behind. You know what I mean? But we are getting ready to recap The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 10, Episode 9. Can you believe that? Where's time going? But first, let's have a little chat. You know how I love my little chats. Candy Burris and her husband, Todd, soon to be ex. That's right, they're divorcing. However, well, let's not get it twisted. Mama Joyce, you know she is out there in those streets saying, I told you so. He was no good. I told you. But the real kicker here is that, you know, he's going for full physical custody of the kids. Like, full physical custody. Mm-hmm. I would rip your eyes out if you tried to take my children away from me. I'm just saying. You know. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? So, let's jump to something else. Have you seen on social media, Kelly Dodd's daughter releasing a voicemail? Uh-huh. That it's a message that Kelly Dodd left on this girl's voicemail. I mean, I don't know what the backstory is here. I don't know why there's a huge feud going on. But let me tell you something, Kelly Dodd. You don't call your daughter stupid. Ever. You're stupid. You're stupid for leaving the voicemail. You're stupid for calling your daughter stupid. You're stupid for letting this actually, probably whatever the problem is, get out of control. And you're stupid for not just going to wherever she is, knocking on that door and saying, I love you. I'm your mother. I came here to resolve this because it's important to me and our relationship is important. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Just my opinion. Just had to get that out there. Anyway, let me tell you, this episode on Real Housewives of Potomac, wow. I mean, these women are bringing it, let me tell you. And this week, I mean, the title was called Leak What You Speak. It should have been called Everyone Pile on Stacey. Because, I mean, everyone has it out for her. I mean, everyone. And I'm not a big fan of Stacey, but when that happens, that person usually becomes the fan favorite. You know what I mean? And then we have to deal with her for another season. I mean, have you ever noticed her? I wonder if she has an issue. I mean, like, seriously. Because have you ever noticed she does this? She doesn't move her neck like this. She moves her whole body. Have you ever noticed that? Weird, right? But anyway, it was certainly a pile-on with Stacey. I'm telling you, huge. Uh, I mean, it was relentless. It really, really was relentless. And the reasonably shady party should have been the pile-on Stacey party. You know what I mean? But before we get into it, you know what to do. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because here we break the dish. We are recapping The Real Housewives of Potomac Season 10, Episode 9, and we are picking up right where we left off. This is the reasonably shady party. They are celebrating 10 million downloads. 10 million downloads. Listen up, everybody. I want 10 million downloads. You hear me? Me. I want 10 million downloads. But the kicker is this. Gizelle's sidekick, Robin, on that podcast, yeah, she didn't come to this party because she knew it was good. They were filming, and, she felt a certain way about how she was taken off the show. So she decided not to come. Mm-hmm. Robin, listen up. You're supposed to be celebrating 10 million downloads. Get off the couch, Robin. I digress. Anyway, so we pick up right where we left off, and, Kay and Cookie, I mean, they are going for Stacey's neck here. Now, I have to tell you, Kay's really getting on my nerves. I mean, she's just pushing way too hard to secure her spot. You know what I mean? And in my opinion, she's riding a really fine line here because she's just too much. It's just too much. She's just too much. Cookie gets, escorted out by security. Kay's still going after Stacey. And it's all about, they're convinced that Stacey called Chris Samuels and told him what Monique said. So, remember good old Charisse? Yeah, she's here. She always pops up. Why? Because she wants back on the show. That's what I think. Just my opinion. So she has Chris Samuel's number. She gives him a call and she says, I know you're good friends with Cookie, and, I need to know if Stacey called you and told you a conversation that Monique had. And Chris turns around and he's like, I don't know nothing about what the effing y'all people are talking about. Mm-hmm. Now, is the case closed? No. You know what I think? I think that equals, I don't want anything to do with this. Yeah, I hear you're filming. I don't play that game. I'm not saying nothing. Mm-hmm. That's what that equals. So do I believe her? No. I think Stacey did call him. I could be wrong, but right now that's what I think. But so does the rest of all the women. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Gizelle, the whole group. Listen, Stacey's the villain right now. But you know what happens when people pile up? I'm telling you, they'll become the favorite. But it is a little bit of a witch hunt, to be honest. But Kay, I mean, she is going hard. I mean, she barely knows these people. and she's calling Stacey a tired ass hoe from Detroit. Not a tired ass hoe. Okay. Really? Hmm. Anyway, so this is all going on at this party. Meanwhile, there's other turbulence at this party. Now, as Gizelle said, Angel's got smoke for Wendy, right? We're talking about Angel Wonk Wonk. Now, why do I call her Angel Wonk Wonk? Because she is so boring. I mean, ay, ay, ay. Every time she's on the screen, you're just like in a daze. I mean, listen, on one of the episodes, on 2 episodes back, I mean, she's calling her husband, saying to her husband, wait till these women see me. Is she here? My microphone even thinks so. Is she here yet? I'm waiting. Angel Wonk Wonk. Anyway, so Angel pulls Wendy to the side, and listen, Angel is trying to get her point across very maturely, I might add. Very, with such demur. I mean, like, seriously. But that's not the way these housewives play, girl. I mean, you should have done your homework because they are eating you alive. And guess what? That's what Wendy did. Uh, you know, Wendy's trying to, excuse me, Angel's trying to explain to Wendy that she's been dismissive. Wendy's like, this is a one-sided beef. By the way, she's used that before. Uh, is she wrong? She's not wrong. I mean, Angel's still trying to pin Gizelle's catfish comments on Wendy. And let me tell you, I mean, they're eating her up alive. Like, seriously. Angel Wonk Wonk. Just saying. But the weirdest part was, I'm telling you, like, Kay, here she goes again. I mean, she's just doing too much. She's jumping right into there. She starts yelling at Stacey again. And Stacey was just standing there. And so eventually Stacey, like, goes to the elevator. Gizelle basically told her to leave because Gizelle doesn't like her. And that was the end of that. I want to tell you about this website called Morning Save. I am obsessed with this website. Their motto is big savings, top brands, new daily. Seriously, that's their motto. Big savings, top brands, new daily. That is exactly what it is. I've been a member with them for about 2 years now. I love them. Matter of fact, this is how I do all my Christmas shopping. I'm not kidding. You can get stuff 70% off, 80% off, sometimes 90% off. I'm not joking. From jewelry to luxury handbags to vacuum cleaners. I mean, you name it, this site has it. And we are talking cheap. I'm not joking. And so now I'm going to share it with all of you, my breakers. So make sure that you look down in the description, and I have the link of how to get to Morning Save. Make sure you do this. I'm not joking. You will save so much money. It doesn't hurt to look, right? So go to the link, click on it, and I guarantee you when you see this, you're going to be like, Cece, why didn't you tell us sooner? I mean, it is a hidden secret, and now I'm sharing it with all of you, my breakers. Morning Save. Check it out in the link down below. So now we're with Ashley. She's talking to her mother. Her mom has a little health concerns that's really worrying Ashley. She's trying to explain to her mother, like, you got to take care of yourself and, you're always working so hard. And, you know, this is, we've seen their relationship on the show, and it really is endearing, I have to admit. Then we flip over to Wendy. Uh, I mean, her mom, Susan, and let's not get this twisted. I mean, hello, Susan. She looks phenomenal. She does. She really looks phenomenal. However, she's, out there going, yep, that's right. This is what Wendy's money paid for. And she's got like a Christian Dior bag. And she's like, yep, Wendy's money paid for that too. And Wendy's like showing them the renovations that's going on. I think it's like a 6-figure renovation, actually, which is interesting because I think their house was 6 figures. I could be wrong about that. Allegedly. Let's put that in there. But they're looking up at the chandelier, and her mother's like, you know what you need? You need 2 of those, and that'd be perfect. So just get another one. Wendy's got the money. Wendy can afford the budget. Don't worry about that. Wendy can do it. Lady, your daughter is facing 16 counts. 16 counts of fraud. I'm not joking. Does she really have the money? I'm thinking not. Anyway, so then we have the sit down with Monique Samuels, and this is where Monique is gonna clear the air with Stacey. And right before she sits down, Kay was there, but again, there goes Kay doing too much. So she just excuses herself to the bar where I was thankful she sat. And Monique sat down and she basically says to Stacey, look, I don't care if you dated him. I divorced him for a reason. And, I love Monique. I love her energy. I really do. I do. I've always liked her. But, she warned Stacey that Chris can be messy. And then Stacey pulls out her phone and shows her texts proving, oh, Chris was the only one reaching out. See, he reached out here. I didn't respond. You see, I didn't respond. Then he reached out again. You see, I didn't respond. And Ashley's like lifting up her eyebrow, looking at her like, really? I'm sorry. I know I don't like Stacey, but I'm with Ashley on this. You can delete your text messages. I mean, hello. First time she lied. Just saying. Just putting that out there. But that was, pretty much it. I mean, like, Wendy's, like, putting her little detective hat on. And she's like, let's see the suspects of this leak. You've got Kay. You've got Angel. You've got Gizelle. And, of course, the logical one, Stacey. Who do you think the leak is? I do think it was Stacey. I really do. I really do. I think it was Stacey. Maybe not. Maybe I might be apologizing later on for saying that. But that's what I think. Now, what do you think? That's what I want to know. What do you think? I mean, I think this leak thing, it's gonna drag all the way to the reunion. Do not get it twisted. That's what I think. But, what do you think? And, what do you think about that scene with Wendy and her mom? High 16 counts. We're like looking at it a little bit differently now, aren't we? That's right. But you know what to do before you go. After you leave a comment, because I love to chat with y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because here we break the dish.